And we're live with some Weeaboss Wednesdays, where we're playing some more Tyrion Cuthbert, Attorney of the Arcane. So, what is this secret that you had?
So, when we were doing the previous, in the previous session, learning the stuff that's going into this next bit of the court case.
Yep.
So we're both on the same page. We think it's actually the headmaster who did this, right?
Yeah.
But we think he wasn't trying to frame our necromancer friend. What's the necromancer called again?
I can't actually remember.
I can't remember on the top of my head. But yeah, we think he wasn't actually trying to frame him, but he was trying to frame that noble girl.
Yes.
Because she was kind of on the same side as the lady who got killed.
Yeah, they were trying to manipulate things so that all the staff would get replaced.
Yes. But what we think has happened is he's used the golems to move the body, and he tried to use them to hide the murder weapon, and the intent was for it to be put in the locker of the noble girl, but ended up, due to a prank, the name tags looked like it was in the locker of the necromancer boy.
Yes.
And that's why he was picked as the one who was most likely responsible. Yeah, but the thing, so that's the background. So what I mentioned to you, Max, after stream, was that I think this might end up with us defending a noble in court, and I feel like that's going to improve Tyrion's standing with the nobility. It's like, oh, what? He actually defended one of us. Oh, maybe he does care potentially about the truth. Not like his teacher, who, is just like... It sounds like they have a really bad impression of her. It sounds like she just... But I'm wondering if there might be a bit of a clash between Tyrion and her in the next chapter, potentially because of this case.
Yeah, you think so?
Because we don't know the full story behind her yet.
No.
So we don't know. We assume it's a load of bull, right? All of the things he's probably been opinion is probably legitimate.
No, I think that there is some truth to some things that have been said about her, because we found out that she had some sort of connection to the Eye Taker or something. Yeah. Which, considering our character has some special eyes, makes me think that may have been something that did happen. I mean, it might even be the fact that we find out that she's part of the reason why our parents died. It might have been something that she's trying to make up for, rather than trying to completely prove herself innocent of.
Yeah. I meant more of her client she's defending, but it probably is more interesting if some of her clients were actually guilty, though.
I mean, I don't even know. I mean, that might end up being the client that she ends up defending is the Eye Taker. Because, I mean, by the sounds of it, it doesn't sound like they were captured in any way, so...
But
who knows?
Yeah, I'm very interested to see how this turns out.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's this one here. Yeah, episode 2.5. Yeah, it's that one.
All the stuff.
Yeah.
What? I know, I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen all the pieces there myself.
Oh yes, Tyrion was looking at that book, wasn't he?
Yes.
He worked out. He was
only there
for was it he only there for an hour or something? He was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, he was there for an hour and then managed to unsolve a massive conspiracy theory, which he didn't believe at first until after he did the research, because he wanted to prove the other guy wrong.
There's no chance this guy wrote about necromancers to frame them as evil.
Wait a second.
He wasn't paid off by the nobility. Wait a minute. He was the fucking nobility.
He
Although
was
it
a
sounds like
fucking
he was.
steel wind.
Sorry.
No,
It sounds
sorry.
like he was a bit of a dishonored nobility, and he was kind of, what was the word? He didn't want to lose support from his noble family, so he kind of just loaned out his out his abilities as a writer, really.
Because they found out that he was a prevalent writer, so rather than him being like just a writer, they found out that he was successful in what people read of his stuff, and they were like, "Oh, we can use this, brother. We can get this all sort of used against the people that we don't like."
Yeah, but I'll be interested to see if this comes up in the court case somehow.
We just point over to whatever
you and the
is.
audience. You're them. You're the actual killer.
We're all the killer here. That makes so much sense. The Steelwinds had always been the necromancers. Has always seen the necromancers as a threat to their power.
Guys.
But to think that Bloomvale was originally a part of their family? You know, right? It's cruelly insane when you think about it.
Guys, focus. What is this in trial for murder right now?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I don't know what came over me. After I acquit you, do you want to talk more about what I found? Yes.
Oh wait, don't lose that confidence, I guess.
I mean, it's like essentially finding out that the moon landing was faked, right? Court is now resumed for the trial of Wallace Nightgrave. During yesterday's trial, it was revealed that the trace of necromancy might not have been left by the defendant. It may have been left by a witness who cast necromancy in an attempt to heal the victim.
Yes, so last time we found out, yes, the two dinner ladies were, one of them had magic skill from sneaking into the library. They came into the room, realized she was dying, and cast heal wounds, which hid the wounds, but left the blood. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
However, the victim was seen by witnesses well after her time of death.
Yes, we have an instance of her being seen, and so we think it was an illusion on one of the mechs.
Yes.
But we're not sure how the blood didn't pool. That's the thing we don't know why there's no blood trail.
Yeah, we're assuming that somehow they disguised her body in the arms of an automaton who took her to the scene of the crime.
Yes. So it knocked into a vase.
Yeah, because we've been made aware that the injuries were on her in the room, so no healing was done before she entered the room.
Yeah, otherwise the dinner ladies, evidence makes no sense without that being the case. So,
and she was long dead before she got to the room.
Yes, but we also know we're probably going to bring the noble girl to the trial, although it sounds like we're going to get a bit of flack for doing so. But it sounds like something else occurred, because it sounds like she saw the victim had seen it before, although it was probably the disguised one, but it said something to her and she was annoyed by it.
Yes.
So, but we don't know what yet, so we'll see.
That could only be explained if someone had used necromancy to animate the victim's body, which begs the following question. If the victim had been raised as an undead in order to walk to the lecture hall 2B, where did the murder actually take place?
We're thinking the headmaster's office, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does the prosecution have an answer for this?
Based on the testimonies of several witnesses, it is very unlikely that the murder took place in a library.
Interesting. What led you to this conclusion, Miss Steelwind?
First, I'd like to remind the court where the victim was sighted before the body was found. It began when the victim had a meeting with the headmaster near the centre of the building.
Our meeting was scheduled for 12 p.m. According to my schedule for that today, our meeting lasted for an hour.
This brings us to the statement of the next witness, a student at the academy. This student saw the victim walking in the hallways. I saw her coming out the headmaster's office. She was heading towards the library. Which means that our first witness saw Bellwether leave the headmaster's office. Presumably, this would have happened after her meeting there. That would... That would time this... That would time this encounter at around 1 p.m. Sorry, for the first bits of the word sentence didn't make sense in my head until I read a bit further on. The other event is the discovery of the body, which was when Valentina Ignis contacted security. I suddenly spotted the professor lying in a pool of blood at the classroom. Valentina used a communication device to call for help while I tried to save her. As we've already established, this event occurred at 3:04 p.m. But the significance of this time is what occurred before the body was discovered. The second witness, a member of the cleaning staff, spotted the victim in the west wing hallway.
But with an October of ours, then, and there were shards, dirt everywhere. It was probably 20-30 minutes before the twins found the body.
This means that this encounter must have happened no later than 2:30 p.m. And this implies that the victim was near the library between 1 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. According to the defendant's statements, he was in the library during this time period. Furthermore, the time of death was at 2:01 p.m. This means that Mr. Hughes saw the victim's animated body. I see it done, stoned. Okay, so this was the presumed. Meeting with Bellwether for an hour until 1. Saw Bellwether in the hallways. Spent time in the library. Wallace lighting. I see. She's saying Wallace murdered her then. Jen Hughes witnesses Bellwether there. Okay. So we have to. This is the thing we have to break apart. Okay.
I see. What do you have to say in your defense, Mr. Cuthbert? The prosecution's argument is definitely well thought out, Your Honor. However, it's entirely predicated on the testimonies of all the witnesses involved.
She's like, don't do it. I warned you. I warned you.
Please don't. Stillwin's deductions had to have a hole somewhere.
I assume Tyrion's saying he's about to try it. Yeah.
Since our conversations yesterday, I had a feeling that Miriam was hiding something. If I wanted to get to the truth, I would need to drag that out of her through a cross-examination. Your Honor, to test the validity of these claims, the defense would like both of these witnesses to testify. The defense calls Miriam Frager to the stand. Frager? At the mention of her name, the judge's face turned a bit pale. He fidgeted with his gavel, looking towards the bailiff and then towards Steelwind.
I had a feeling it would come to this.
Do you have any objections, Miss Steelwind?
I do not, Your Honor.
Very well. Bailiff, please escort Lady Frager to the stand.
Sorry. Witness, please state your name and occupation for the... Oh yeah, she's... Okay, I need to work out what should have been her voice, but... Because she knows now. She knows we were lying. She came in here, saw us, went... Oh, fuck.
So sad.
You little snakes. How dare you deceive me? Oh, looks like she found out. I had the opportunity to debrief the witness beforehand. Miss McCoy, I ask you to exercise discretion. I did not imply that you should impersonate the member of my family.
Luckily, this isn't the modern day.
Sorry about that. I gave you all of the tea I imported from the East. No, don't say that. Don't say that. I gave you all of the tea that I imported from the Eastern Kingdom. I demand that you return it to me. No, you gave it to me. It's legally mine now. Anyways, Miriam, could you testify to the court about your encounter with the victim? Fine. She kind of went along with it fine. To be fair, you would. She's got nothing to hide in this case. Well, apart from one small thing, but it's more a bit of damage to her ego, right? So it's not. You there, Max?
Yeah, I'm still here. Why, what's up?
No, I was just checking your order.
Oh, yeah. I'm alive.
I was working on a research project in my dorm room when I decided to take a break. I left my room, went for a walk, and that's when I saw Professor Bellwether exiting the headmaster's office. She was walking my direction, so I greeted her, and she responded in kind. After that, she headed towards the library. A short time after that, I went back to my room and continued my work. She lied. She didn't say what happened when... Okay, so we're going to have to press her on the exchanged greetings bit, right?
Well, I have a feeling when we do, it's going to be a case of, you know...
the automaton saying something, right?
Well, more to do with, what is it, she's embellishing it a little bit, so she probably didn't get a greeting. I mean, she even said when we were with her that she should have greeted me, but she didn't. I see.
What if it was more than that? What if it shoved her as well?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it was already the automaton. I see. So it's only a brief encounter.
Which will allow us to push the estimation back, and then the headmaster's on the chopping block. Right?
Yeah.
However brief it was, the The witness's testimony verifies two things. One is that Miriam saw the professor exiting the headmaster's office. The other is she witnessed the victim head towards the library. This gives us a rough timeline of where the victim was before her death.
That does seem consistent. Did Bellwether really enter the library after her meeting? I felt like I would have seen her seen her there if she did.
So she probably went back to her room for some reason. Maybe.
Mr. Cuthbert, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yeah, let's press on both of these. I'd be kind of curious to see.
Are you sure that you saw her exit the headmaster's office?
Yes, I remember it clearly. I was surprised that she was still meeting with the headmaster at all.
She must have been referring to her family's plot to replace him.
Did you interact with the professor at all, Miriam? She was walking my direction, so I greeted her and she responded in kind.
Did anything seem off about her?
No, but it was a very short encounter. It's not as if we stopped to have a conversation.
You said that you greeted her and she responded. What did she say?
Well, why is that important?
It's not important at all, so why?
Angry and afraid.
Miss Frager, it's possible that someone used illusion magic that day. Every detail about the victim's interactions could be important.
Well, I bid her good morning. And she said good morning in response.
Interesting. I guess that would be within...
I bidded her good morning. Good morning. So does that... It has changed the evidence slightly. So is there some good morning?
No. But it will respond to basic commands.
So... be quiet now. For commission and hypnosis actions. Construct evidence of dishonesty. Oh yes, if something breaks their cool. We haven't considered that. Constructs logic limitation. I wonder when that's going to come into play. Should we just press on some other stuff first?
Yeah.
Good morning. Should we press it again though? It's changed slightly. I'll be curious to see.
Sure. Are you certain that nothing seemed off about her?
No.
Oh, why did she say that?
Yes, like I said, it was a very short encounter. It only happened over a few seconds. The witness's interactions are not always important here. What matters is she witnessed where the victim was coming from and where she went afterwards.
Interesting.
Okay, so she managed to weasel her way out of that for now. But let's press on over.
That did allow us to know that she said, why did she say that? Which means that there is something there in terms of what the response was.
Okay, she went to the library.
Did you see her enter the library?
I didn't, but there isn't much else in that direction. From the testimony of Jan Hughes, we know she later came from the library. Even if she didn't enter the library, she was still in that area for more than an hour.
How long did you leave your dorm room?
Only for a few minutes. I try not to let my breaks go on for too long.
And you didn't see the professor again after your first encounter?
No, I did not. Her testimony seems straightforward, but she could still be lying.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was still her. I'm honestly not sure. We'll just have to focus on her statements about how Bellwether acted.
Okay. Okay, so we'll... Very yes, so about walking the hallways. Okay. Yeah, the secret plan, blood and blood, rapier.
Do you think that we can press some of the evidence about the No, I don't think so, actually. I don't think we can press evidence against...
There's this bit here where it's like, be quiet, but it doesn't really contradict it.
Actually,
you know,
it doesn't contradict it, but oh god, yeah, because we don't. If we
Why
just
did you say be quiet when she didn't say anything yet? Yeah, I feel like that's what happened. It probably said be quiet.
Yeah, she's just playing off the fact that she bid her good morning as well. Just press it into anyway. See if we can get her to respond. Probably...
Yeah.
Because I mean, the worst thing that happens is that they just tell us, "Oh, that was stupid."
I want to press on this one.
Was this research project a part of your schoolwork?
It was an independent study to develop a new conjuration spell formula. The project being supported by the Crown Prince himself. I wasn't aware that he was involved in such a study. Of course you wouldn't. Did you expect to know every aspect of his dear area? Oh, cool, yeah. This is like going, yeah, +1. I care to, yeah, sass the future wife of the guy I like. I sense.
Jesus, ow. I sense some hostility. Ow.
If you don't keep an eye on him, House Frege might just steal him back from you. As if His Highness would align himself with your rapacious family again. Rapacious?
What?
I've never heard of that word. Rapacious.
Rapacious.
Rapacious?
Yeah, rapacious family. I mean, it must be some form of, like, infamy, I guess.
Yeah. Our banking houses form the economic infrastructure of our kingdom. But perhaps he'll come to the Stillwinds if he needs to massacre a village of commoners.
She must not know what that word means, because it means excessively greedy, grasping, or predatory behavior.
No, but their economy. No, it does make sense, right? They're banking.
Yeah, but as in, like, I don't think Miriam understands that it was an insult to her family to call her, like, family.
Oh, I see. And then she was wanted. Yeah, I see. I see now. Yeah, but yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, with all due respect, can we focus on the matter at hand? Of course, Your Honor. Exiting. Oh wait. Saw Bellwether exiting. Does that line up with the clue? So that was the. Yeah, that lines perfectly. Exit that. For the Ignition, Bellwether walked past Jin in the west hallway. He was in her path, so she shoved him out of the way. After that, she knocked over a vase and shattered it. Even though Jen didn't say anything to her, she yelled at him to be quiet. After saying that, she walked back to the lecture home trippy. Question: here's a weird thing. Do you think saying good morning counts as an instruction for the golem to actually complete?
What? So that it goes and has a good morning?
No, so like, no. What it would do would add a task in, right? Wouldn't it?
How so?
Well, so Arcane Constructs has a logic thing. If controlling order complete A, B, and C, well, would a greeting count as one of the tasks? So if you said hello, would it add that as a task to say hello back?
Maybe.
"30 minutes before." Okay. Yeah, that lines up. Used witness to. I felt like we could present it because it's still let's present it because it's showing a difference in how she reacted to people.
Yeah. Your Honor, it's clear that the witness's testimony is contradictory.
I guess you're right. Oops. Yeah, no. Yeah, okay. Bit at a temporary loss at the moment. Issue is she's arguing at the moment that it's the real person, right?
Yeah.
Not an illusion or anything like that. So we can't really use magic as a thing at the moment. right?
I guess so.
Because we can't even argue at the moment that it's an illusion and that the fact it responded is weird. Because we haven't proved that yet. Disdain for commoners, but that can't be used as evidence at the moment because she's greeting a not a commoner at the moment. Meeting with Bellwether, Miriam saw Bellwether walking the hallways. Bellwether spent time in the library. I don't think any of that contradicts at the moment. Four pillars. An active guardian. Sin of blood. Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, go on.
The documents on her. Where were the documents found again? This we believe this was fake.
It was in the locker.
Yeah, I see. Okay, we believe it's forged evidence, right? To give
reason as to why she
would want to kill the
woman
killer. Yeah. Tense relationship. We can't really use that because some obscurity. Institute Armor about animated using artificer. Came out. Simple task when ordered to. Imperial Academy speak for using the voice of Catherine Bellwether. These voice lines can only be changed or adjusted by the Academy headmaster. Every command given to the controller is stored in its command. Oh, every command. No, it does pop up in the command list. Yeah. So saying hello is. Oh, but is it a command? Its command log must be cleaned regularly. Oh, we kind of want to see the command list though, right? We don't have the command list for the automatons, do we?
No.
At least at the moment.
We'd need the headmaster for that.
Okay, so autopsy says died at 2. Yeah, so that's what she's saying, which Wallace murdered Bellwether then. Because it's the exact moment she tried to leave the library.
Just so confused because we have no confirmation that she entered the library from anybody.
Yes, we don't. Oh dear. Yeah, this is a tough old one, eh?
I mean, can we not move forward to see what happens next, or do we have to try and pick her up on something?
We do have to. We've already pressed on everything.
Right. So the only thing that we've gotten a reaction from her was the comment that she made.
Yeah. So she said, "Oh, wait, was it not morning? It's not morning, is it?
No, because it was
the afternoon.
Yeah,
it's the afternoon, isn't it?
So I guess we press her with the evidence of the time tracking.
Let's see. So Bellwether. I finally worked out what was wrong with it. That took longer than it should have.
I mean, it's hard to tell because she's like, why would she say good morning unless she's just coming up with it off the top of her head, right?
No, she. Oh, I see. That's why it's a contradiction. It's like, why did you say good morning?
I guess
when
so.
It's not morning. So doesn't that mean that the automaton must have said good morning, potentially, or something else? Or
well,
yeah,
she probably it probably responded with "be quiet."
Yeah, maybe it's because it's morning currently in the courtroom. Her mind's not clicked that it was PM.
Yeah.
At the time.
So we're just trying to trip her up, is the thing.
Yes, yeah, and make her say something she shouldn't.
Yeah. Let's go. Press this evidence.
Yeah. This that shows times and stuff.
Miss Frager, if I recall correctly, you have a habit of getting absorbed in your work. So much so that you'll lose track of the time of day.
If I recall correctly, you pulled that information out of me through your lies.
Yeah, to be fair, none of this would be admissible from court from what we got from her. Regardless, earlier in today's proceedings, the prosecution made the following argument.
Our first witness saw Bellwether leave the building at meeting with the headmaster. That would time this encounter to around 1 p.m.
Miss Frager, if you had said good morning to the professor, you would have been mistaken. Because that encounter could have only happened during the afternoon. Which is stupid to say.
And your point is, you said it yourself, Mr. Cuthbert. The witness simply lost track of time.
What the witness said isn't what's important here.
What was the reply?
The significance is in what the professor said in response. He had just come out of the meeting that was scheduled for noon and ran for an hour. She would be well aware that it was no longer morning, and would not say the same, because she's not an awkward human being. Wouldn't she have corrected the witness?
The encounter was extremely short, and the victim's mind may have been occupied. She could have easily responded to the witness without thinking.
Exactly.
I gotta be kind of honest. I kind of agree with her. It's not hard to believe that they're both confused about the time.
It was definitely a stretch, but I still couldn't shake the feeling that Miriam was hiding something, considering I can see her emotions in my mind. Every time I asked her about how Bellwether acted that day, the Eye of Horus read a suspicious thought. There had to be something there. Miss Frager, you haven't been entirely truthful in your testimony, have you?
That's absurd. What reason would I have to lie?
Such a small detail.
Such a small detail. Sorry, it's such a small detail. Why would it matter or something like that?
Yeah.
Sorry,
every detail about how she acted is important, Miss Frager. Why aren't you telling us?
Mr. Cuthbert, you have no basis to accuse the witness of perjury.
Yes. You will stop this at once. Miss Frager, you're lying about how Bellwether responded to your greeting, aren't you?
Yeah, she'll stop. It's like, Mr. Frager, stop it.
Please. He's gonna get us all killed. He's gonna take our money away.
Doesn't make a difference. All she did was yell at me.
Okay, so she did. All she did was yell. Miss Frager, is it possible that Bellwether's response was less than friendly?
What do you even care? What difference does it make?
This peasant, why is he being so persistent? My job is to make sure every part of the testimony is truthful. Every detail matters, no matter how seemingly insignificant. Mr. Cuthbert, will you stop this or I will find you in contempt? The professor yelled at you, didn't she, Miss Frager?
Yeah? So what if she did? I mean...
I'm sorry, but we all clearly heard what she just said. So, you do admit that she yelled at you?
Ah, you impertinent little... Yes, I admit it. The professor didn't greet me back that day. Oh, good morning, Professor.
Be quiet.
She yelled at me to be quiet. But until then, we had always had nothing but courteous.
Courteous.
We had always been nothing but courteous with each other. I don't know what got her into her that day, but I had put her in a foul mood. But that's it. Everything else I said was the truth.
I'm telling the truth. That's all she did. She
That's
bumped
all we
into me
needed.
too.
That's all we needed from her. I did see her come out of the headmaster's office and walk towards the library. Yeah, there you go.
So she wasn't lying about that.
She'll pass her in. So, is that all, Mr. Cuthbert?
What do you mean, is that all?
You badgered for this witness. Also, you could prove... What exactly?
The witnesses...
No, don't say that, Cuthbert. Just don't say that. No, say... No, you don't say that, Tyrion. You say, this witness has opened up to us and provided a really important bit of evidence. Not, this witness has committed a crime. A crime that will get me killed.
Stupid
Tyrion.
idiot.
Tyrion. The witness changed a small detail of her testimony. A detail that is inconsequential to the case. It was clearly an act with no malicious intent.
I mean,
honestly, Tyrion, she's trying to save you here. To take the hint.
Yeah, brother, please. After seeing her thoughts, it was difficult to disagree with that. I was so sure that the eye would give me a thread to pull on, but she only was lying to save face.
No, it's important. The witness saw the victim leave the headmaster's office and head towards the library. Do you have any concrete evidence to refute that, Mr. Cuthbert? No, that's correct. But...
No, I guess not.
Wait, is this all really okay? This way, this will be the only chance you have to cross-examine her. Honestly, this is perfectly fine.
No. I don't think she's lying anymore. I was really pushing my luck earlier. If I continue pressing her, the judge might actually charge me in contempt.
Honestly, I feel like... I think if things are still going to go in the direction of they'll be happy he intervened at this. Although then again, all that would have happened is Wallace would have gotten
murdered.
Found guilty. So,
Leo.
but at the same time, like we will expose a bigger issue.
Yeah, just anyway. A normal person trying to.
If Miriam was the one lying, then.
The defense has no further questions for the witness, Mr. Wind. It's just a dead music. The prosecution stayed silent for a while.
Just like, what is he up to? I don't trust him. What is he doing?
Oh, shit. Got some hydrate. She almost looked disappointed.
Aww. Very well. Miriam, you are dismissed. Oh, was she kind of like, I wanted you to drag her more?
Yeah. Miriam shot me a look of disdain, but she left the room without protest. Ellipses.
Thank God. Thank God. Okay, we avoided issues and that's all being executed.
The judge let out a sigh as the young noble was escorted out of the room. It was as if he were expecting the young noble to literally explode at any moment.
don't mind. Now, with that out of the way, what else do you have, Mr. Cuthbert?
We've been good, Leo. Thank you very much. Hope you've been doing all right. It's been a while. The only way to refute the prosecution's theory was to cast doubt on one of the witnesses.
Come on, Tyrion. You know that we have...
If it wasn't for Miriam, then... Still, and to test your theory, we must question every witness who saw the victim that day.
Of course, Tyrion set it up to say 2.
Yeah.
Did he already have the headmaster in his mind?
No. So with that said, the defense would like to call John Hughes to the stand.
That makes sense. Yeah, fair enough.
How have you been, Leo?
I hope you understand, Mr. Cuthbert. Your entire case rests on the assumption that one of the witnesses' accounts is correct. If your cross-examination of Mr. Hughes leads nowhere, then I hope you're ready to concede.
Ellipses. I didn't like the sound of it, but she was right. Unless I could find something in Chan's testimony, I wouldn't have a case at all.
Bailiff, please bring in Mr. Hughes. Witness, please state your name and occupation for the court. Witness, name and occupation.
Right. My name's Chan Hughes. I'm on the cleaning staff of the academy.
Mr. Hughes, please testify to the court about your encounter with the professor that day.
All right. I saw the professor when I was cleaning the West Wing hallways. It was about 20 to 30 minutes before the body was discovered. She walked by me, but she looked pretty out of it. I heard she was undead when this happened. Pretty creepy if you ask me. After that, she went into the empty classroom.
Oh, Jan. You didn't say everything. You missed like multiple. He is really tired today. He missed multiple elements. She said be quiet to him, and she also hit into a vase and broke it.
Yeah.
Come on, Jan. What are we supposed to do with that?
I don't know. You guys are the lawyers. Ugh. Just telling you what I saw. Mr. Cuthbert, you may begin your cross-examination.
Okay, we're good. I think just press him a ton, because he hasn't said everything. And he's not even trying to lie. We don't need to press that one, I guess.
Did anything else look off about her? Yeah, probably. She was undead after all. That remains to be proven. If you say so. Anyways, what was her demeanor like? She looked like she was in a bad mood. Either that or she was tired. Well, I guess she was actually just dead. Interesting. I believe you've forgotten a few details about what the professor did. Yeah? Sorry, it's hard to remember these things sometimes.
Well, there's 2.
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually 3. Didn't she shove into him as well?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Which is did she touch anything?
Well, that's going to be the vase.
Yeah.
That's bumping into him, and that's be quiet.
Yeah. Did you hear her make any noise? Oh yeah. After she knocked over the vase, she yelled at me to be quiet. But I didn't even say anything. This detail could be extremely important. Please add it to your testimony, Mr. Hughes. Whatever you say, ma'am. it's a frog. I was wondering what that emote was. Just a random frog. Love it. Okay, and then...
She yelled at me.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Wait, undead, animate corpse.
Cannot speak.
Cannot speak. Yeah, so it cannot be enemy corpse. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the evidence we need, right?
Yeah. Objection! Objection! Mr. Hughes, you said that Bellwether yelled at you. What were her exact words? I think she yelled at me to be quiet.
What?
I thought it was weird. I didn't even say anything. But I know better than to talk back to her. That's the thing, Mr. Hughes. The prosecution's theory is as follows. The professor was murdered in the library and was reanimated using animate corpse. With a quick illusion spell, no one would notice that she was undead. However, if what you say was true, the undead Bellwether. How did she speak to you? Huh?
This can't be right.
Mr. Hughes, undead can follow simple orders, but they don't have the intelligence to speak.
Perhaps the witness was mistaken.
No, I'm sure I heard her yell at me. I remembered because she was, what she said didn't make any sense. Exactly. She didn't say anything. He didn't say anything, but she still yelled at him to be quiet. Wait a minute. I'm afraid I don't understand. We've already established that the victim was dead long before her encounter with Mr. Hughes. But if what he saw wasn't an undead, what was it?
It had to be an undead. What other explanation is there?
A ghost. Oh wait, no, that's a type of undead. It couldn't have been a major illusion. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been able to shove Jan out of the way or knock over the vase. Whatever it was, someone probably used an illusionary disguise to make it look like Bellwether. Oh my god, we got the fucking whole hieroglyphics in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean it was a person? No. If it were a person, how did Bellwether's body end up in the lecture hall? Bellwether wouldn't have been able to turn herself invisible. Yeah, turn herself invisible if she was dead. But whatever Jan saw, it needed to be something that could have transported Bellwether's bodies unseen. It would have also needed to have a mass and the ability to speak. Also, what's the point of... What's the point of the invisibility spell if you can make yourself invisible with disguise self? Do you think that this suit of armor put her inside? Which is why there was no blood?
Oh, Max, that's very good.
That's
that would explain why I didn't pull.
Yeah.
I was thinking that it had her in her arms, but I was like, wait, but then how is the... So part of me was thinking but there's too many spells like on top of each other. I was thinking, oh, okay, it was an illusion, but they also animated corpse her as well, so that the bird wouldn't pull. Because apparently that's a
the weirdest part is that the illusion magic was on her, not the armor. So how was the armor disguised as her?
Oh yeah. Oh wait, but no, it does make sense. Because illusionary disguise, elements creators. Yeah, 1 foot larger or smaller. So effectively, you have her with the illusion on her, but then her inside the automaton. But with 1 foot larger and smaller, if you had her in it, you could have the illusion of just her stretched over the thing, I guess. Wait. I guess you can. Oh, elements hidden by the spell are made invisible. Yeah, so anything in the 1 foot cone, like cube, if it's bigger than it, it'll disappear. So yeah, so it could, illusion magic on her, even if she was inside an automaton, would work.
But what would the illusion magic do?
Turn her into Bellwether. Alive.
Turn what? Yeah, but turn what into Bellwether? The armor?
The dead Bellwether? Because illusion magic's on her.
So, was the illusion magic to hide her wounds and make her look alive? Or was it on the armor to make it look like her?
Yes, both.
Well, it can't be both. Because the armor didn't have any magic on it. So the spell wasn't cast on the armor.
Sorry, which spell? Which 2 spells are we saying?
Disguise like self, essentially.
Disguise self. But I think that's the only one that needed to be cast, and that was on Bellwether.
Okay, so it was on Bellwether, but then what happened to the armor?
Oh, didn't it just take her to the... Oh yeah, how did it get her out of the...
Well, no, how was the armor hidden? If the armor, like, is it...
Oh, no, the armor went to the worm, dropped her there, and then it walked back to the... Oh, wait. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Where did the armor end up?
Well, no. It's to do with the fact that, so, was Disguise Self cast on the armor or on Bellwether?
From what we've been saying, Bellwether, right?
Right.
Because she had the traces.
If that's the case, how was the armor hidden?
No, I'm saying from the description of the spell, it could hide armor, even if you're wearing it.
But don't forget, she walked out of the room as well, right?
But it's the armor moving because it's...
Oh, so Dan, you need to follow me here.
I think I am.
So, why does the armor look like her if the spell was cast on her?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So how did it leave? How did the armor leave the room looking like her?
Because that's what illusionary disguise can do. So
but it's not on the armor, Dan. It's on her.
Yeah, I know.
Her
it's
body
cast
is
on the
in
body.
The room.
Yes, but you can cast the spell on the body, right?
Yeah, and it's still on the body in the room. So how did it leave the room with that spell still on it?
Should we just continue the story?
Come on, Dan.
I'm fairly sure I'm following you. It's just we're probably missing each other's context.
What do you mean the context? The context is that the armor left the room, looking like Bellwether, right?
No, the place the armor ended up was the final... let's look at the timeline. So, we're thinking everything here... Our current thought is she was dead as soon as she left the meeting, right? With Theodore.
Oh, shit, no. We never saw her leave the room. She was going towards the lecture room. That's when Jen saw her, right?
Yes, yeah.
But we never saw her leave the room after that.
Correct, yeah. Oh, I see, that's... Yeah.
So that means that the armor that carried her there is still in the lecture room.
Yes, most likely.
Which I think we saw in the background of the room, right?
Yes, I think you might be right on that.
So that might be something that we pull up later then.
Yeah, because that'll be the evidence.
Yeah.
That'll be the conclusive evidence, in fact. Actually.
There's going to be a load of blood in the armor.
Yeah, in the shoes, yeah.
Oh my god, guys, we just found a load of blood in the shoes.
What could have done that? Well,
okay.
We know what.
Yeah, we know exactly.
What could have done that? Arcane constructs.
Present evidence. Watch That's it.
What?
Everyone, the witness didn't actually hear the dead victim speaking. What he actually heard was Bellwether's voice being recreated using magic.
Are you trying to say her voice was recreated using a spell?
Yes. Well, yeah, I guess not a spell, specifically. Not a spell, Stillwind. It was artificery. And whoever the murderer is, they had the perfect piece of artificery available to them. One programmed with Catherine Bellwether's voice.
You can't possibly mean...
That's right, Stillwind. You're a dum-dum. What Mr. Hughes saw was an arcane construct.
To be fair, I feel like this is just because she didn't follow the path all the way because she was too worried about... what's their family name called again?
Frege.
Frege, yeah. She was too worried about Frege to pursue it any further.
Yeah, Miriam is a very scary girl. An arcane construct. It's a magical animated suit of armor, Your Honor. Yeah, so that's the important part, is the fact that it's an animated suit of armor, not like an automaton. So it doesn't need the moving parts on the inside to make it move. It's the armor itself that moves. Because that's a big difference. Like, if it had, like, you know, arms and legs on the inside and it can't move otherwise. Construct or not, no one could disguise themselves and carry the body to the classroom. That's literally what we were saying. A person wouldn't have been able to do it. An arcane construct are different things entirely. Those suits of armor are extremely large, but more importantly, they're hollow. Yes! So they are hollow. They do work without the body parts inside.
Good, nice. Yeah. Originally, I was thinking that the construct just carried the body because the body could still have illusion on it, but the pooling of the blood was the issue. But yeah, that completely solves it, Max.
All the blood was for some reason at the bottom of the armor. Which is weird because it should have leaked out, but it didn't.
Does that mean if we had a better look at the body, would we actually find her feet are much more covered in blood than everyone else?
Maybe? I mean...
Be interesting.
Yeah.
Does that mean is there an instruction for the robots to eject individual inside or something?
No, so what I'm guessing is it was given 3 orders, which is carry the body, go to the locker and post the thing, and then go to the room.
I'm partly wondering if there might be 2 constructs that were used for it.
That is very possible because there was also a construct next to the door, next to the lockers. So, oh wait, how does this work with the greetings? Or do they just disregard any sort of input from the people that walked past them?
I'll be really interested. We're probably going to get the logs soon of what the constructs were given as instructions, potentially.
Yeah. That means that theoretically someone could have placed the victim's body inside it. The arcane construct wouldn't just transport the body. With an illusionary disguise, it could have also confused and misled anyone who saw it. Oh, okay, I'm just still waiting. Oh, she just kills all the music.
I commend your deduction, Mr. Cuthbert. I would have never considered that possibility. It's certainly plausible, but what does this prove exactly?
It proves that the body wasn't animated using necromancy, you fucking idiot. My client isn't the murderer.
The defendant is still capable of performing all the acts you just described. His compendium contains illusionary disguise, after all.
There are several students in the library that day. Any of them could have committed the murder.
One might come to that conclusion if they didn't have one crucial bit of evidence.
Okay, what the fuck is that? Oh, okay, yeah, so she's using
I'd like to present a new piece of evidence to the court.
From under her table, Steelwind pulled out Miriam's Breaker's bloody rapier. A sword? Is that it? Is that?
Yes, Your Honor. This is the murder weapon.
And it was in his locker.
This rapier was reported stolen by Miriam Frager weeks before the murder. Do you remember she actually had this in the part 1 of the trial, but she decided she wasn't going to use it because... What was the reason she decided?
Well, she didn't want Frager to get involved, right?
Ah, that was it. Yeah. Yes, that was indeed why. But I think it's probably... Frager's already been involved. Let's just go all in.
Yeah.
During the investigation, it was finally found in the defendant's locker.
Wait.
He was clearly trying to use one of her possessions in a paltry attempt to frame her. Why, he even stole her locker's nameplate and placed it over his.
Damn it. That wasn't really what happened. But honestly, it sounded more plausible than what really took place.
We're basically back to square one, aren't we?
No, we're not.
Anyone could have told that contract to do those things.
No, they can't. Wait, was that really true? The construct transported the professor's body and someone used illusion to make it look like her. They even used a pre-recorded voice to make the illusion more convincing. Could anyone have done that? No. So we need to go back to the constructs. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, orders. So that's the orders logic. I'm trying to find a thing that says headmaster.
It would be
lockdown system.
It would be on the actual thing. There you go.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Only be changed or adjusted by the headmaster.
Every command given, however.
But if given a perfect voice line, then that doesn't mean I need only the Academy of Voice headmaster can do that, right?
Yeah.
So surely that is the evidence, right?
Yeah. Because nothing else we've seen provides us with that kind of statement to counter her description. Because it's not anybody can just make it say something. We'll probably get some kickback and say, well, that's its default line from the library. But then that just leads us on to, well, then how did it come from the library to come get the body?
No, the constructs will take orders from it. Sorry.
But not all their functions are enabled. Yeah. Who would have every function available to them? Oh, wait, no, sorry.
Oh, we need people. Okay.
Yeah. A person. Yep. It was at that moment that several memories flooded back to me. Mr. Hughes, you said that Bellwether yelled at you. What were her exact words? I think she yelled to me to be quiet.
She yelled at me to be quiet. Until then we had been nothing but courteous with each other. Courteous, whoops. Sorry. I didn't know what going to her that day. Or something put her in a foul mood.
Be quiet.
Be quiet.
Sorry. Be quiet. Eris giggled to herself. She was clearly amused by what was happening.
The construct's voice is an amalgam of pre-recorded phrases. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I used the voice of Professor Bellwether. I knew there was something wrong with it. Unfortunately, you can't make them say anything other than basic responses. Only the headmaster can change those settings.
Oh my god, we actually remember her true self. No. Was it him the entire time?
What is it, Tyrion? Did you figure something out?
I did. I didn't like where this was going, but with the way the pieces were laid out, there was only one explanation. Steelwind, earlier you said that my client could have orchestrated this entire ruse, but that's simply not true.
How so? Could anyone have ordered the construct to carry? Anyone could have ordered the construct to carry the victim's body.
Yes, but not everyone can change what the constructs are able to say. Only one individual has the credentials for that. Theodore Redmond, the master of the Imperial Academy. Who?
Wait, you're not serious, are you? You think the headmaster did do this?
I don't want to believe it, but he's the only one who could have done it.
That's completely ridiculous. Headmaster Raymond is 88 years old. He could never do something like this.
What?
Actually, that's something. How did he kill...
Stabbed her?
Then again, spells. We don't know what spells he has as well.
I mean, he could have literally just instantly killed her, but then obviously what would be the point in the stab? Unless it was to frame the girl. Stillwind.
Do you think he set up a trap to get her stabbed by the sword?
He either did that or, you know, just stabbed her.
Just stabbed her with the sword.
Yeah. Stillwind. There's one common element between each of the witnesses' encounters with Bellwether. They said that she smelt funny. It's what Bellwether said to them.
She yelled at them both to be quiet.
Miriam Fraker was particularly surprised. She had a good relationship with the professor, but when greeted by the Professor, Bellwether just shouted at her, almost as if the professor was responding indiscriminately. And recall her encounter with Jan Hughes. The professor knocked over a vase and shouted to be quiet at him immediately after.
So the vase made a noise, and the automaton took that as respond.
Yes.
I see.
This, so once again, though, feels really weird because of the fact that it is one of its basic responses from the library. But he didn't say anything.
She was responding to the sound of the vase breaking.
Now, let me ask you this, Stillwind. Where did Bellwether come from before she encountered Mrs. Fraker and Mr. Hughes?
Her meeting
with the headmaster. It appears that the defense truly means to indict Theodore Redmond. If so, we have no choice but to take a brief recess until he is he can be brought here. Oh, thank God! I hate doing this job.
I don't know if Wallace is going to be happy with us.
No, his mentor is gone.
Yeah.
There's no need. I'm already here. Fortunately for you, I was already in the gallery. The headmaster stood up from the gallery behind me and slowly made his way onto the witness stand. He had been here the entire time. Now please correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Cuthbert. But are you trying to say that I am the one who committed this crime? I'm sorry, Mr. Redmond, but no matter how I look at it, everything I found points to you. No, there's no need to apologize. In fact, I should commend you on the lengths that you're going to defend dear Wallace.
The court appreciates your understanding, Mr. Raymond.
How can she speak so cordially after all she's done? Ellipses. Now then, to clear the air, I suppose I should give my testimony on what happened that day. Just imagine if he used illusion magic to hide the sword and just, like, pointed it towards her and she just died.
Oh.
It's like, go to shake my hand, stab.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Also, you could disguise it as a pen or something like that and point at someone with the pen.
Yeah.
Although, 1 foot, though, isn't much leeway. But still.
Well, I mean, it can affect an entire human body, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see what I mean.
So, that day I had a meeting scheduled with the professor at noon. She showed up at the expected time and we discussed various administrative matters.
Just go to the toilet if you want to continue it.
Sure. Our meeting went on for an hour, after which she left to prepare for her next class. Despite our many disagreements, we still knew how to be civil with one another. After all, I had no reason to bear a personal grudge against her. That is wrong. I just can't see it. He seemed like such a nice old man. Is he really the killer we're looking for? He has to be. No one else could have orchestrated this entire plot. I just needed to find out how to prove it. Cross-examination. Alrighty. That meeting was scheduled in the afternoon. She showed up at an expected time and discussing various administrative matters. So she showed up at exactly 12 p.m? More or less. Catherine Bellwether was many things, but she was never tardy. Ellipses. There weren't any witnesses who saw her before the meeting. So, I didn't have a way to disprove what he was saying. I needed to look elsewhere in his testimony. How long did this meeting last, Headmaster? Our meeting went on for an hour, after which she left presumably to prepare for her next class. Despite our many disagreements, knew how to be civil. After hearing so much about her, I find that a little hard to believe. I can see why you would say that, but despite everything, I was still her superior. She always remained professional when speaking with me. Was that really true, though? After all...
No personal grudge against her.
Really? Even after the way she acted towards the students and faculty? Make no mistake, I've heard many complaints regarding her actions, and I have had many conversations with her to attempt to correct her behavior. At the end of the day, however, she was a remarkable professor, regardless of her lack of people skills. Ellipses.
Do we both have an idea of the evidence?
Yeah. His
Yeah.
testimony...
It begins with an M.
Well, what does it?
As in, what we're trying to prove on this bit of testimony.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Agreement. Votive.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. His testimony pretty much matches what we know so far.
Not entirely sure if he's lying or not. At the very least, we know that he was involved in the professor's murder. First, I would need to make his motive clear. So, we know, if we go all the way to the end, present...
And it's the... No, it's not. It's the plan to replace everyone.
Yes.
Yep, replace everyone, including the headmaster.
Redmond, did you really hold no animosity towards the Professor Bellwether? Of course not. I did have strong opinions about how she treated the students, but I always remained professional. We both did.
I wouldn't say she did.
Yeah. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. In fact, I think you might have a very good reason to murder the professor, considering that she was going to take your job.
By the way, I think he's going to try and get out of this by saying, I'm 88 years old, I'm going to retire very soon anyway.
You should have retired like 20 years ago.
But then we can hit him with the double whammy of... Actually, the trial's going to go a bit... I think, he held a class in that bottle.
Yeah.
Caused like a smell. I'm going to wonder if she, trapped it somehow? And that was like her trying to bully him or something like that.
Well, I think what his whole Jenga is going to be is that he cares about the staff more than his own position. I feel like that because his whole idea for this school is to try and accept people no matter what background they come from. The idea that they're just all going to get thrown away because they're worthless in their mind. And he's like, no, that's like, you can get rid of me, but you can't get rid of the people that I've employed. They need this.
Yeah, both, yeah, that's fair too.
He seems like a very compassionate man, and I feel like that's why it's going to be extra sad. So you knew about that. Sorry, I'll let you sort of take control.
I'm sorry, but I don't follow. Apparently my controller doesn't either.
Okay.
Why is it being weird?
Continue.
Just how was the professor going to take the headmaster's job?
According
goes back.
Yeah, okay. According to Miriam Frager, Catherine Bellwether was currying flavor with the school board. Curry flavor. In fact, there was a plan to oust Mr. Redmond and appoint Bellwether as the new headmaster of the academy.
What? But in any case, I doubt that the headmaster had any idea of this until now.
I'd like to remind the court of the witness's reaction just now.
Oh, so you knew about that?
Yeah, literally word for word. He said, "So you knew about that?" His reaction was one of surprise, but he wasn't surprised by this information. He was surprised that I knew this information.
That's...
Please, dear Arya. I may be a frail old man, but I'm perfectly capable of defending myself. Literally, I've stabbed a person. I mean, if you have an explanation, Mr. Redmond, then by all means, I'd love to hear it. Gladly. I made my book into a sword. It is true that I knew about the Fragers' plot beforehand, but I had only just learned about it now. On the day of the murder, the professor told me about her plan. She was going to replace me as headmaster and replace the staff with her arcane constructs. Now, you might say that this would have given me the perfect motive to murder the professor. However, the supposed murder weapon was stolen from Lady Frager. This happened weeks before our meeting. I had no knowledge of their plan before she told me, and therefore I wouldn't have known to steal Lady Frager's weapon in an attempt to frame her.
Oh.
You think of what I'm thinking?
Yeah. Are we thinking the same thing? But I'm thinking that he did steal it, 100%.
Yeah.
But he didn't steal it because of the replacement. It was this. This is what made him start acting. Do you have a different... I'm guessing you have a different thought.
Well, I'm going to follow on with that thought. In which this event was the cause of an outburst from one of the students. Our little Lady Frager probably shouted something very mean and very much alluding to the plan that he was going to be replaced.
Oh. You think she accidentally
blurted
let it slip
out
earlier?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, she may have called him a stupid oaf or something like that. This is why we're going to replace you or something.
Interesting.
Or like, you buffoon!
Wouldn't have known. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Cuthbert?
Whoa!
There is no way that the headmaster could have come up with this plan. She's defending him a bit, isn't she?
Yeah.
But it sounds like he doesn't like her from his faults earlier, so it's a bit interesting.
Well, don't forget that she's not only a noble, but she was a student at the school.
Yes, that's true.
She used to help around because Jan said that she used to help with him. So
yes, I
I have a feeling that the headmaster's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder with some of the students, like the noble students.
I see.
At least the higher families, you know.
Yeah, I get it. If he really did do this, that means he stole the rapier too, right?
Most likely.
His alibi makes sense. He couldn't have planned this whole thing unless he knew about Bellwether's plans. That would mean he knew about this weeks ago. But how would he ever find out?
Would it be really weird if he actually used one of the animated suits of armor to teach that lesson while he was stealing the sword? And that's why it made the mistake?
Ooh.
Maybe he gave it a set of like instructions, but because it got asked a question or something, it messed up the ingredient that it was supposed to add and just caused the whole problem.
Oh, yes, I think you're... so maybe this isn't actually the evidence. Then what is the cause of him actually working out he wanted to do that? Because I was thinking this was the instigating incident of she did something to mess with him. But that idea, because we still don't know where this comes into play, and that's perfect for it.
Yeah, something
it messed up because of that. So was it a case of the incorrect ingredient was available or not available, or something like that?
Yeah.
And so it mixed two things incorrectly. It just stopped at a certain bit of the destruction and just failed.
I think we might get a new bit of evidence from exploring this, because don't forget we can get stuff from their reactions to things.
Yes, correct, yeah.
Maybe Bellwether did tell him, but she actually told him weeks ago. How would I prove that?
Yeah, the only evidence... What did Bellwether's plan? Oh,
wait, according to Jan Bellwether, revealed this plan to the headmaster during a meeting a few weeks ago.
Oh.
So it's that.
Yeah, so we already...
So it's going to be that it's, what's the term for conjecture? Like, it can't be proved. It's just a testimony from someone.
Yes, it's not hard evidence, yeah.
Mr. Cuthbert, you may begin your cross-examination. You know what? It's all back to that fucking, like, experiment thing that failed in the room. I bet she got pissed off at him that he failed, and that happened. Or, once again, it was a case of him planning something after finding out.
I want to kind of get all of these.
Yeah. So you only learned about it recently. Doesn't that seem a bit too convenient for you? It may appear that way, yes. But on the day of the murder, the professor told me about her plan. She was going to replace him. So this is where we would present the evidence. That must be infuriating for you. Your colleague betrayed you and attempted to steal your job. I'm only human. Of course I was taken aback. I've been headmaster of the Imperial Academy for nearly 60 years. I started when I was 20.
This is a world where retiring probably isn't really a thing.
Yes, like many generations of humans. To think that the professor and the board would go around my back like that. With the professor dead, you won't have to worry about losing your job. At least not for a while. I suppose you're correct. But there are others who benefit too. The factory staff are now aware of Freya's plot. With her plot delayed, they won't need to worry about abruptly losing their jobs either. Okay. But what would happen if I proved that Remen was the killer? He would be sent to prison and the school board would just appoint someone else to carry out the plan. Shit. No, I couldn't think about that now. He's a good man.
I suppose we're gonna get the option.
No.
Probably not. No.
This is to see if we can hold true to the truth.
Yeah, 100%. 100% we would. But yeah.
So if we press this, what do we get? As the headmaster, you probably have the tools available to get into her room. Yes, I will admit that. The Academy has a master key that can be used to enter each of the students' rooms. Then you had the perfect way to get into her room and steal the rapiers undetected. I suppose I did. However, there's one flaw with your logic. What is the flaw then? I had no knowledge of the plan. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is something Ace Attorney does. I really quite like it. It's like, you confess on this one, and then at the end they'll transition perfectly into the next bit of evidence.
Sounds like you're an ally, Dan.
Pardon?
Sounds like you're an ally.
Yes.
It was my understanding that the school board wanted to keep this a secret until the very end. Why would Bellwether of all people tell you about her betrayal? I imagine she wanted to taunt me with that information. We've long had our disagreements. Looking back, she may have resented me for that, but she was always professional. That day, there wasn't anything I could do to stop her. Really? I thought you and the professor were on good terms.
He's calling out.
I thought so too, but I suppose it was all a facade. I was never on good terms with that witch. She was just biding her time until she could take my position as headmaster. But she was professional about it.
If he's the one behind this, he had to have known about Bellwether's betrayal weeks ago.
Right. The question is, how do we prove it?
Now we're just gonna have to. Yeah, no, she didn't tell you on the murder because we heard from witness testimony, but it was 3 weeks ago. But this is circumstantial at the moment, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But we'll still put it out.
Redmond, you keep saying that you didn't know about Bellwether's plot before yesterday. Do you still plan on standing by that claim? Of course I am. It's the truth. I'm sorry, Redmond, but you should really close your doors during your meetings. What? No. Did someone see us? Fuck. I love the
He didn't actually mean that, but he got a good reaction out of it.
Yeah. It is true that Bellwether revealed her plans to you during one of your meetings. In fact, Jan Hughes happened to overhear the same meeting.
Of course it was Jan Hughes who did it, yes.
Yeah,
it didn't say... I couldn't remember... Oh, did it say?
Yeah, if you go down to the bottom one. Yeah. Jan... but according to Jan, Bellwether revealed the plan.
Yes. Whoops. I see.
Which I think we heard about first before most things, because the girls reacted to him saying it to us. She's like, why did you say that? Now we have a reason to have murdered her.
Ah, yes. Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah. Because that was like 2 sessions back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
That was like 3 weeks ago. But I only ever heard the part where the staff would be replaced. And that's the strangest part, Redmond. According to Mr. Hughes, this meeting occurred weeks ago.
You can't accuse the headmaster on perjury based on a rumor.
Yeah.
Everything you've just said is based on second-hand information.
Yep. Mr. Hughes distinctly overheard that the staff would be replaced with arcane constructs. That is too specific and too accurate to assume that he misheard.
The professor must have only revealed her plan for the arcane constructs. That still doesn't prove that he knew about her treachery beforehand.
Professor Bellwether had no authority over the cleaning staff's employment. It wouldn't make sense for her to just reveal her plan for the arcane constructs. That would only make sense if he knew that Bellwether would be taking his job.
That's true.
So, tell me one thing, Redmond. Why did you find the need to lie about this? Is it because you saw a need to establish an alibi? Ellipses. Redmond, I'm only going to ask you one more time. Did you murder Catherine Bellwether? I hid the sword as my cane and stabbed her in the face.
It's fundamentally, are we going to have to draw this out? Or could you save Wallace yourself?
Maybe. Theodore Redmond had done something truly terrible. The school board rejected my proposed staffing budget. We won't be able to hire more custodians. Of course they rejected it. Our current janitor simply needs to stop lazing about. Then you wouldn't have to spend all of your free time helping him. How did you... What? Is that how they found out? Did you tell them? I did. Is Jen just really bad at his job, or is it actually just impossible of a task?
Like... Okay, so both of them. So it's the two cooks are like, look at him, he's so exhausted. He's exhausted, but he's also. Can you not be both? He's exhausted and bad at his job.
Well, like, what is it? I think he said like, he keeps doing his job well into the night. That's why he's always so tired. Like, he's doing it all by himself. And yet Theodore and Arya have both helped him on his job. Why? What I do after school hours is none of your concern. It becomes my concern when the headmaster of my academy debases himself in such a manner. We're mopping floors alongside him like a common servant. Have you no shame? What else am I supposed to do? You can't possibly expect one man to keep an entire school clean.
Of course, because the custodian stuff was... Yeah, because they couldn't hire anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one heat cleaner wasn't enough. Yeah, that's fair. Oh! Was this all part of their... Yeah, this was all part of their plan then. Make it so you can't... Yeah, make it so you can't hire any more custodians to keep the place, operational. And then use how, little work's being done as the justification to adding the automatons.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's very standard.
Yeah.
Hughes is clearly capable. The academy is spotless despite his lounging about. What? What do you mean? Only because he's working during every waking hour. He barely has enough time to sleep. Please, I've caught him napping on the job more times than I can count. Honestly, you coddle these animals too much. Professor Bellwether, I have called you here to discuss your treatment of certain students. This again? Do you remember Gillian Fletcher? He was a part of your advanced illusion track. I remember failing him. His performance during the final exam was laughable. They found his body in the lake last night. Fuck? What? I had always warned you that something like this might happen. I understand you feel that you have responsibilities to the kingdom, but our students are still human beings. I fail to see how any of this is my responsibility. Professor, surely even you must understand. No, I think it's you who fails to understand. He may have been a mage, but he could never walk the path of the Scale Lords chosen with such a plebeian constitution. What did you think would happen?
Oh, Tyrion's gonna be so pissy.
Well, at least she's dead, so...
us finding him guilty won't change that.
Yep. Shit assault crime, something or other.
Oh, that shouldn't have popped up.
What the fuck was that?
Right. Don't ignore that. Yeah, that shouldn't pop out. I need to find a way to stop that.
The real act of cruelty was placing that layabout next to our kingdom's best and brightest. What did you think happens to trash when they are faced with their betters? never allowed him the opportunity to succeed. Don't think I'm blind to what's been happening. I have received several reports that you've been harassing the students admitted through the scholarship program. Then take those reports to the school board, Redmond. If these urchins fall apart over the tiniest bit of criticism, then they have no place here. They can't handle it, Redmond. It's that simple. Maybe this instant will finally make you see reason. You. What do I do? How do I stop her? It's only a matter of time before the school board names her as the new headmaster. After that, I won't be able to protect anyone from her. They'll be powerless.
Uh-oh.
That's not how I see it.
No, I think this is my line.
Oh, okay. What? Little lady?
That's not how I see it.
What?
You're clinging to shadows, Redmond. Titles, influence, reputation. They're all just illusions. Strip those away, and your bellwether's equal.
If only it truly worked like that. Reality is far more complicated than that.
Is it, though? Her friends on the school board can't pump blood through her veins. Those nobles she dotes on can't draw breath into her lungs. All are equal in death. The survivors are the ones who determine what that will be. The survivors are the ones who will determine what that be. It doesn't matter if you're a commoner, a noble, or the scaled lord himself.
What are you saying?
You should fight for what you believe in. Do whatever it takes to create the universe you want.
Theodore had done something truly terrible. He had truly despised Catherine Bellwether with all his heart. In his mind, this world was a better place without her in it. But the sound of that rapier piercing her heart had been echoing endlessly in his head. It was as if her ghost was floating over his shoulder, torturing him by repeating her last anguished gasps. It made his stomach churn. He took no pleasure in taking her life, and his soul felt forever scarred from what he had done.
But you've already come this far, haven't you?
I have already come this far. What a fine mess this is. I'm done. I'm not done. Not yet.
I'm done.
I'm done. It's over.
Headmaster?
So you truly plan on pushing this, do you? I won't let anyone stop me from getting justice for Wallace. Well, your thesis sounds promising, Mr. Cuthbert, but I believe your argument could use a little work. Ah! You think I killed Catherine Bellwether? Me? I'm an elderly man in his late 80s. I was alone and could not overpower Bellwether. I can barely walk, much less wield a rapier. So, wait, were we like the instant death spell, or?
No, why don't you just give it to a... No, it says specifically...
Oh, I could not have done it alone, so he didn't do it alone, he did it with the armor. So it's going to just be, like, what was it? The suit of armor,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you think, yeah.
He just told it to do the thing.
Oh, what if had been fatally wounded?
You didn't do it at all.
Okay.
But you and Bellwether weren't the only people in that room, were you? You needed the arcane construct to carry Bellwether's body. That means that the construct would have already been in your office.
So, yeah, he could have had the construct to apprehend her, and then he stabs her himself.
Yeah. And with your privileges, you could have easily programmed the construct to stab Bellwether for you.
Although, it sounded like he did it himself, though. So...
Yeah.
That's just the argument at the moment.
Huh? Even so, think about what would have transpired afterwards. Do you recall Miss Steelwind's timeline of Bellwether's witnesses? With your theory, the construct would have spent more than an hour in the library. I wouldn't have the construct linger around the library. Having it there would have risked my so-called ruse from being discovered. I was lucky. Lady Frege can't tell night from day. Eh? Spent more than an hour in the library.
Do you recall Miss Steelwind's timeline of would have feared the contract would have spent more than an hour in the library?
I guess.
I see. I see. Because their meeting was a whole hour, and then they left. It left with her at the end. Contract would have. No, would have. So Lady Frege's night from day.
Oh, okay. So we're just logic, I guess.
Emotions contradict Cappy. No, it doesn't contradict. He is going. When the emotion contradicts their claim.
I don't feel like
when their fault
contradicts their claim.
When the opponent's fault
contradicts the evidence? I mean, it doesn't contradict the evidence, right? I think that's the one. Because the contradiction is that she can't tell night from day. I wouldn't have left the construct lingering around the library, right? Because that's his claim.
Okay.
The timing deduced from Miss Frege's testimony is predicated on one thing. She saw Miss Bellwether exit your office after your meeting. However, if we assume that you're lying about when this meeting ended, your entire argument falls apart. Miss Frege would have encountered Bellwether after her death at 2:01 p.m. Miss Frege wouldn't have made a mistake like that. Miss Frege thought it was morning when she saw Bellwether. She can't reliably tell the time. And what about where the rapier was placed? If I really was the murderer, then what would mean I planted the weapon in the young Wallace's locker? Several of the students had lockers there, and I had access to them. I had access to you. I wouldn't have placed incriminating evidence in that locker. Wallace is one of my prized students. If I had to frame anyone, he would be the last person I would choose.
We know.
I'm sorry, but we know. The evidence of the locker.
Actually, Benson, someone must have switched the IDs, yes.
You're right, Mr. Redmond. You wouldn't try to frame Wallace, but you would try to frame Miriam Frege. It would have been the perfect act of revenge, wouldn't it? You murder your treacherous co-worker and frame the daughter of the family that helped her. If Miriam had been implicated, the Inquisition would have immediately swept Bellwether's murder under the rug. But something went wrong, didn't it, Redmond? The labels on Wallace's locker and Miriam's locker were switched. Anyone who saw that would have easily mixed them up. I am the headmaster of the Imperial Academy. I have records of all the students' lockers and where they're located. There's no reason I would have made a mistake like that. If I truly planned this, I would have known where Wallace's locker was. A simple change in labels wouldn't have led me to make such a careless mistake like that. Yeah, but the thing is, no,
yeah, no,
it's to do with the commands.
Yeah, simple tasks. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not the logic limitation things.
Yeah.
But it wasn't you, was it? Our arcane construct was the one who planted the rapier in the locker. I bet you commanded it to place this rapier in the locker of Miriam Frager. But it saw the ID number of Wallace's locker and assumed that it was Miriam's. This is I. Redmond was desperately stammering. Miss Steelwind, say something.
What? Mr. Cuthbert, your fear may be plausible, but there's no evidence to support it.
That's right, you don't have any proof, do you? There's no evidence of my orders. Saying that I could have committed the murder isn't the same as proving I did. Well, yeah, but now we got the whole thing logged, so lol. So we go to the, yeah.
Must be clean, but you could have cleaned it. There's no other...
Don't forget that sometimes you have to press evidence that...
Maybe... Yeah, twice, yeah.
In terms of, like, if they can even counteract it,
we can get the evidence. We can get the evidence from that.
Oh. No, there wasn't some sort of evidence that would track orders given to him. What? What do you mean? That literally says that there is.
But we don't have to log this ourselves. Well, just give the construct in the locker room, and we can check its logs.
Your arcane construct is still in the locker room where it planted the rapier, so there must have been 2 suits of armor, right?
Yeah, there you go.
All we have to do is take a look inside it, and we'll see the blood inside.
No, that's...
Is that so, Mr. Cuthbert? What? Why do you still look so confident?
Wait, maybe it didn't... Oh, so maybe... No, so it was the same... I think this is assuming it is the same mech then. In that case, is it an idea of that contradiction thing? So what order would have... No, Mr. Cooper, I already checked inside that construct during my investigation. Material is completely clean.
Yeah, no, so there literally has to have been 2 constructs. One in the room and the other one in the locker room. The construct's primary function is to assist and clean, dear Tyrion. They have a function that allows them to clean themselves inside and out.
Oh, wow, okay.
What a fucking weird ability that is. That still wouldn't erase the magic traces. Healing spells leave traces of necromancy, but so would a healing potion. What? But that's a alchemy thing. With no evidence of blood, there could be a myriad of reasons why those traces are there. What? Well, we can still look at its command history, right?
He deleted the browsing history.
Yeah, pretty much, is the idea.
Think about it, Mr. Cuthbert. Do you honestly think that a murder would leave behind evidence like that? I'm sure whoever orchestrated this plot, they ordered the construct to wipe its logs when it finished.
No. That's right, Mr. Cuthbert. I did that. Wait, shit. Your case against
This is a pose that said, yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Your case against me is theoretical at best. But I suppose I still give you marks for trying. I'm a teacher. He thought of everything. Did he really get rid of all the evidence? I was running out of options. But I still had one option left.
Oh, is he going to try and... Okay, we're going to try and get... We're going to try and get a bit of his... He's doing it again.
I'm confused though.
He's trying to use the Eye of Horus to try and get an important bit of information.
I needed to bring myself back to that moment with Garrick Pierce. Everything was a stake for Wallace in this trial. He enjoyed the collective hatred of everyone who didn't understand what he was doing. Yet he stayed true to his ideals no matter how much it harmed him. He studied necromancy, all for the betterment of mankind. His life and his future were in my hands, and I would not see his potential destroyed. Nothing can remain concealed. I activated the empowered eye again. Redmond did a great job of covering his tracks, but there was no such thing as the perfect crime. There had to be something that he forgot to get rid of. Well, it's the stuff, right? The thing that says like.
We need to know more about this, right? Should we try and project that into it?
Sure.
Be interested to see what.
I wonder, did I leave any other piece of evidence behind? I was far too reckless. I needed some way to keep that lecture hall empty.
Oh.
Wait, what? Oh, right. He must have botched the alchemy experiment on purpose.
So it was him.
To keep the lecture hall clear. That didn't really tell me anything I could use right now. There's nothing there for me to use.
Maybe...
Is it not the blackmail?
Oh. Economic...
I did everything I could to cast doubt on Frigga's brat. I can't believe Valerie placed a trace of necromancy on the body. To make matters worse, the construct placed the evidence in the wrong locker. So he did send the construct to the locker room to plant the evidence. He must have also fabricated the documents that accused Miriam for cheating. It was all to make her look like the murderer, but this doesn't give me anything new to work with. There is nothing there for me to use. So, I'm guessing it's the logic then, right?
Construct logic limitation.
Yeah. The construct's orders were clear. Plant the body in lecture hall 2B.
Plant the body.
Then plant the evidence in Frigga's locker. So that is the one. So no one saw her walk out of the room, back into the corridor.
Oh no, but the traces were the spell was on the body.
Yeah, but no one saw a fucking automaton walk through the corridor.
Oh, I guess no one thought it
with a sword.
No, it would have. Oh, yeah.
Covered in blood.
Oh, it must have been inside its body, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so the one in the room is... So there was only one. So, plant the evidence in the locker, and then what? Supposed to head to the storage room afterwards. Oh. Wait, but the storage room? Where the fuck is the storage room? Where's the map? The storage room is there. So is there another storage room over here? Oh wait, where's the lockers? happened? Interesting. The construct wasn't supposed to be in the locker room. There we go.
Yeah.
And then...
sorry. What did we gain?
So, yeah, he said that it wasn't supposed to go to the locker room. It was supposed to plant the evidence and then go to the storage room, which I went to the evidence and checked on the map, which is here. I don't know where the fucking the thing is, where the locker room is.
Oh, maybe we assume that it's in the hallway.
Maybe
as they come in.
So
okay, so something interrupted the logic, and that's why it ended in the locker room.
Okay, so if we go to this then. So it went, and then the sisters discovered the body. So in that time, in this time, the thing walked back through the corridors and then placed the evidence, and then just got stuck in the locker room.
Oh, what about the blood?
This one?
Yeah. Wonder if that would...
I mean, I guess.
Other bit of evidence is... Oh, I guess you could do the map. That might be interesting. It might give you better information on them.
The construct's orders were clear. Plant the body, and yeah, okay, so it's the same thing. What happened? Yeah, okay, so those two would have given us the same thing. So it must be something to do with maybe this? I can't believe I put myself in the mess for Bellwether of all people. Why do I feel remorse for her? She deserves what happened to her. There's nothing there for me to use. With the exception of Miss Celeste, the prosecution isn't allowing anyone inside. Yeah, single-handedly, nope.
But her being there meant he couldn't go in the locker room as well.
But that wasn't at the same time because the murder hadn't happened yet. Or at least the investigation into the murder wouldn't have happened.
So it brought her to that room, went to the locker room to plant the rapier.
Yeah. And
then it was going to go to the storage room. There had to be a reason he wanted it to go to the storage room. But as a result, it's left in the locker room.
Yeah.
But of course, he couldn't really go there because Prosecutor Stillman was keeping an eye on it. Oh wait, does that actually say that here? Isn't allowing anyone with key in the key areas. So she was effectively locking it down. Oh, I wonder. No. Oh, do you?
I had to do everything I could shift guilt away from myself. But did I leave any holes in my alibi? No, I accounted for everything. There's no possible way I left any evidence behind. Weird, I thought he may have activated the barriers.
Remember, he even thought about Stillwell, saying everything she did. No, definitely do Stillwell.
This one?
Stillwind. Yeah.
Why am I thinking about this now? This is what I mean. It's... Yeah. So... I'm trying to think of what he could have... What could have stopped him from... What could have stopped it from going to the thing?
Oh, it locked down.
No, I just tried that one. I just tried that one.
No, you tried that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking it locked down he locked it down too late, too early, and it couldn't escape the locker room. And as a result, it couldn't leave, so it stayed there.
You don't think someone interacted with it after, right? So if we go to people, do you think someone interrupted it? This is all the nobility's fault. This whole time they were plotting to throw me out. It's their fault that Bellwether is dead, not mine. Her blood is on their hands of the Freygers and the Stillwinds.
Yeah.
And the Still?
I'm an attorney.
I'm an attorney.
Well, what about the lockdown?
I had to do everything I could shoot. Yeah, no, this is all the same info.
Okay.
Wait, so he won't know why it stopped, right?
He doesn't know. He really sees counted for everything.
So we need to stop thinking what it was that stopped it, because that's not something he's going to know, right? So what we need to do to project into his mind is what's it called? Like, what it is that he was thinking that will make him trip up. Oh, my head. The stress from this trial must be giving me a migraine. That's strange. Why couldn't I make him think of Eris? I suppose it doesn't matter. I had no reason to think Eris was involved anyway. There's nothing that... Shut up. Do you think...
So we've done this question about Brother's plan. Oh, we didn't do that one. Did we do the bloody rapier?
No. Because this might give us some insight into...
Oh. Yes.
Yeah, the wrong locker. It's fabricated. Her look like the man doesn't give me anything new.
You know, I suppose when it went to do the locker thing, plant the evidence in locker, it was also meant to do something else to the locker, but couldn't do it, and so it didn't leave the locker room. That might be more reasonable. Something else it was meant to do in the locker room to plant the evidence.
Yeah? But we've already
But then he would probably...
We've already submitted
we already applied to that.
Yeah, we already did that one.
So that's to keep people away from that worm, which means
but that
that's
was
the
weeks
actual
ago, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah, it was too.
So wait, do we go back onto the conversation he had with her?
What do you mean?
So the one that happened weeks ago, if we submit that to him, will it come up with a reason as to... I can't believe it. No, okay, so it's all the same thing. Is there a spell?
Any spells? No, the illusion.
What about the instant death spell?
No.
What are we missing?
So I've got the score down. Can we that? We've done that. Autopsy report.
We haven't submitted this one. Yeah, no, okay. So
anything related to Bellwether makes them think of Bellwether.
What about the
Magical
people?
barriers.
What about the conversation about
Did you do the academy lockdown system?
Yeah, you already asked me that one.
Sorry.
It's alright. So go to, unless it was to try and steal her compendium. So if we no, okay. So it must be something to do with the people, right? Like Jan's statement, maybe, or. Because Jan's statement is about how the staff are going to be replaced. I mean, you can always do that one. I wasn't thinking of myself.
This is the new one.
A staff bellwether would have thrown them onto the street if it was not for what I did. Oh, what? What are we looking for then? What the fuck? Stupid bitch.
Yeah, that's what. That was, yeah, cast 7, yeah.
What is it? What the fuck are we missing?
I'm trying to lock when we've already done, right?
No.
Puff.
No, we've done this. Oh my god, bless you.
Sorry.
Sounded like a cartoon sneeze.
Thank you. Right, no.
Because we've done the logic limitation, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do I think about this now? What is going on?
What's going on? Did we not get a bit of evidence from a soft load?
No, that would be incredibly stupid.
I'm joking about. It can't be a spell.
What are we trying to get him to react to? Himself? His guilt? Like if we just present himself?
No.
What?
Why am I thinking of me? If there's any time to think about me, it's now. I'm going to go to prison.
So we've done that. We've done the
We've done that. We've done that. We've done
that.
No. No.
It must be a person, right? It has to be either a person or a spell, because we've done everything in the clues section. I mean, Steelwind, maybe? Or...
I like these two. No, we already did Stillwind. That
okay.
noble one was what came up earlier.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's all the same thing. God, am I just stupid? Like...
I'm missing something.
Like the necrotic blight thing? Would that help?
Nope.
What do you want from us? An autopsy? Like, done the animated constructs.
Natural 2 fair, 1 hours, and the fingers buffer. Supposed to. Should have been followed my orders. No matter how objects success on as they have nothing. To do what does. Oh,
I can't believe it because I
we
thought we had already clicked. I thought we had already clicked it.
Yeah.
Wait, he ordered the construct to go to the storage room? I should have done that after it was finished planting the evidence in the locker room. We found it in the locker room. The shutdown? The lockdown?
It broke one of the logics.
Yeah,
right?
I guess so.
Oh.
No, Redmond clearly didn't intend for the construct to end up in the locker room. Someone or something must have interfered with it.
Oh, maybe it was the lockdown then.
Yeah, did he do it like too soon? Right, the body was probably reported earlier than Redmond expected.
Of course it was, yeah, because the 2 girls found it.
Yeah.
And he probably had no real choice, otherwise it would be rather suspicious. But he didn't really... Probably didn't click for him, but it was stopped by that.
Yeah. That meant he probably started the lockdown while the construct was still in the locker room. How did the lockdown affect the construct's actions? Does this change anything? So...
Yeah, Widman's series of commands was stopped, was interrupted
by the lockdown. Right, the series of commands must have been interrupted. Wait a minute.
constructs execute a series of commands in the order they are given. But let's say one of those tasks is impossible to complete. When the construct gets that task, it will deem the entire series impossible to complete. As a result, it will stop executing the series altogether. So, if a task in a series of commands is impossible, then that command will interrupt the entire series.
If Redman was trying to cover his tracks, the construct's final command would be to wipe its memory. But it never did.
Oh. But
if the orders were interrupted by the lockdown, then...
Oh, cool. I see.
Bring the construct to the stand as a witness. Miss Stillwind, I have nothing more to ask this witness.
What? You're not giving up, are you?
Celeste, can you not look at me like that?
Yeah,
you look like a brain-dead fish.
But how are you going to prove he did it if he's not on the stand?
Don't worry, the next witness's testimony will be all I need.
Next witness? The look in your face isn't one of resignation.
It's nothing but desperate bravado.
So, was it a case of he wanted to go to the locker room so that later on he could just go and wipe it any time?
I guess so.
But also
I doubt that what he said about the inside and outside of it being cleaned is a thing. I think that he's fucking bullshit. I feel like he wanted to clean it out of the blood. Oh wait, no, she said that it was already cleaned. No, sorry.
Oh yes, she's looked in, yes.
Also, why would her first instinct be like, oh, I'm going to check this suit of armor for any blood?
Oh, anywhere, you know?
Guess so.
Like, it's literally what we do.
Yeah, but like, she had no reason to think that the suit of armor was even involved in the murder, right?
You've let him get away, Mr. Cuthbert. I hope you know what you're doing.
I do, Steelwind. First, I'd like the Inquisition to bring the arcane construct in the Academy's locker room.
We've already established that the murderer could have wiped its history.
Please, just humor me for a second. Not to mention, it's only possible if it was him.
Fine. Bailiff, please relay Mr. Cuthbert's request to Commander White.
Hello.
Hello. Well, here's your construct. I hope you know what you're doing, Mr. Cuthbert.
Construct. What are your orders? Please recite your command history. Reporting. Command 1. Stand by in Headmaster's office. Command 2. Await vocal signal. Attack from Theodore Redmond. Redmond stood up from the gallery, his face turning from confusion into terrified realization. Stillwind watched him carefully, clutching the handle of her cane.
I guess he didn't actually fully know how the ultimate... That's the...
Well,
he doesn't actually know the
it's because it's from the Fragers family. They made them.
Yes, yeah.
So... Well, the Stillwinds made them? One of the two.
I think it's the Fragers. Makes sense.
Don't worry about it.
Got you in the handle of Arcane.
Command 3. Treat Catherine Bellwether as a hostile entity and neutralize. That's a lot of commands. Oh my god. Construct. Wipe you.
Hold it.
Before he could finish his order, the prosecutor whipped out her cane and pointed it square at the headmaster. Headmaster tensed, his body tightened, and he fell over, restrained by magic energy. He struggled against the spell to no avail. He was a shit wizard. He could only watch through gritted teeth as the construct continued. Miss Steelwind?
Excuse the interruption. Please continue.
Command 4. Await vocal signal. Leave from Theodore Redmond. Command 5. Move to classroom 2B. Reply to inquiries from with vocal lines. 3.
Reply 3.
Command 6. Remove Catherine Bellwether from interior frame and place on floor. Thank you, Construct. Wait, but at no point did it say that it was to plant evidence.
No. Tyrion said you can stop now. As in, it was about to do the next ones. But Tyrion's saying we don't need to hear the rest.
You can stop now. But just to be clear, who gave you these series of commands? Commands were provided by Headmaster Theodore Redmond.
Yeah.
How? I ordered the construct to wipe its command history. Redmond, constructs don't follow the same logic that humans do. They're prone to error when their commands are impossible to execute. Impossible? How are my commands impossible? You were the one that made it impossible. You activated the lockdown system. Lockdown? I imagine you never expected anyone to go to lecture hall 2B. But the Anus twins discovered the body earlier than you expected. You had no choice but to immediately activate the lockdown system when it was reported. It would have been suspicious otherwise. However, the construct was still in the locker room when you did this. So that's why it was there. The construct finished its tasks in the locker room, and then it tried to follow your next command. It attempted to move to the storage room, but it was prevented from doing so. The completion of that command was impossible.
Yeah, I guess... Yeah, I was going to say, wouldn't have made more sense to have wiped the commands immediately, but then it wouldn't have had commands to do.
Well,
so
I mean,
the
weirdest...
had to do...
Why did he need it in the in the storage room?
He probably just wanted it out of the way.
I guess so, but then, like...
Yeah, I guess he just didn't have the foresight to... And to be fair, I wouldn't... Yeah.
Also, does that mean that the... Does that mean that the constructs know when the alarm has been triggered? Because the locker room isn't...
No, as in it tries...
Because the locker room doesn't necessarily have a door, right? So it wasn't locked in the room.
Yeah, it's a shame we don't have a picture of a map, but I guess we're going to have to assume it is an actual room.
Okay, because I thought that we just walked in there. We never were like told that we had to open the door.
It probably does have a door. Actually, wait a minute. No. So lockdown, I think it said it creates some magical walls everywhere. So even if there's a room that doesn't have a door, it could have a magical lockdown wall.
Yes. I was just thinking, like, why would it not just stand in front of the door? Like, if it attempted to go towards it and couldn't achieve it.
That's a good point. I'll admit that one is more... but maybe they have a built-in feature, like a convenience feature, where it's like, am I in a weird place? Yes, I'll go into like the least in the way place in the current position, like area.
I guess so.
I guess we're gonna have to hand wave it with that, but
yeah.
But I think that's fine. I think that's reasonable. Because they know it's the issue. You know, they know it's a built-in issue. So
yeah,
why
if only
not?
they had good enough artists in this game to have made a proper map for us to follow.
Mm-hmm.
So the series of commands were stopped before it wiped its history. No. Theodore Redmond, you ordered your construct to murder Catherine Bellwether. Then you had it place the murder weapon in a locker to frame Miriam Frieger. We have your construct's testimony to prove it.
Mm-hmm.
That's your last move, Redmond. That's checkmate.
Nicely done. I can't believe it. How could you do something like this, Headmaster?
She was going to take everything from me. My position, my academy, my students. Everything would be gone. It was going to be stolen by her and the Fragers.
Why didn't you say anything? I could have...
Don't you dare stand there and act ignorant, Lady Steelwind. Do you think the Fragers acted alone? The Grand General is also on the school board, and he endorsed this plan just as much as they did.
What?
I have nothing to say to you. I thought you were different. I listened to you and the princess's lies about societal reform, sorry. In the end, you were just like the rest of them.
Oh, so the prince actually also is interested in...
Yeah, he's a young lad, being influenced by his girlfriend.
We haven't actually seen him yet, though.
No. By the scaled lords, what have I done? I was even willing to sacrifice poor Wallace. What?
I think I was just saying, why did I even listen to...
Yeah, why did I do this? She is literally a god and I'm scared of her. It appears we have a full confession. The court sees no reason to prolong this any further. Bailiff, please escort the witness to a holding cell so that we can eventually kill him.
Sorry, Wallace.
Mr. Cuthbert, you really did it.
Okay, he's not as... Well, to be fair, he was willing to throw you under the bus, so...
Yeah, give me a moment to process this, because I'm going to be sad in just a second.
It feels amazing, right? Like a big weight being lifted from your shoulders.
It does, but Headmaster Redmond, sorry. What am I going to do now? He was the only one teaching me my magic. Headmaster Redmond was the only reason I could even attend the academy. If the school board replaces him with someone like Bellwether...
Come on, don't think like that. You've been acquitted. You still have your freedom.
I wanted to agree, but the study of necromancy was outlawed. Without Redmond's support, there weren't many places he could learn it. And then there was the staff of the Imperial Academy.
Hey, not you two.
Sorry, but Valentina, Valerie, and Jan, they're gonna lose their jobs.
Come on, you found the truth, and you put a murderer behind bars. You saved Wallace.
She's right. As we exited the courtroom, we were greeted by Miss Timora. At the end of the day, you saved Wallace from a wrongful conviction. You did what you set out to do. You should be proud of yourself for that. Ellipses. I just wish I could do more.
Nope, none of that. I'm taking us all to that restaurant we went to last time.
Do you remember how much that place cost?
Don't worry, I have plenty of gold.
Am I the only one in this team not making any money? Why don't you meet us there, Celeste? I need to talk to Tyrion for a moment.
You're gonna whoop him.
I'm gonna fucking hit him. Yeah. You should have let him survive and let the...
Tyrion, I'm going to tattoo to you. Arrest all for no rules. Doesn't matter.
Make them all criminals.
Let's go, Wallace.
Okay.
So it's going to go thing. Every single time we get not guilty, we're going to take them to...
Red Lobster. Ellipses.
By the way, how long do you think it is until we Stillwind ends up as the one we had to defend?
Never. Not in this game. In the sequel, maybe.
I'm just saying, in the first Ace Attorney, that happens.
Yeah, I know.
So, I'm just putting my... But if I had to put my chips on the table, that's where I'm putting them.
Dude, we've got Ruby to go through. We can't have both. We can't have our mentor and the opposing person. You used that ability again, didn't you? She didn't appear to be praising me. I did. I didn't really have a choice. The Eye of Horus is a powerful tool, Tyrion. That's twice now that you've used that ability to get out of a tough spot. You can't keep relying on it if you want to grow. One day you'll find a witness that it won't work on. It's worked for me this far, though. The two cases I've
so sure about that. Considering there's the person who's manipulating everything.
Yeah. But I suppose you're right. I'll try to rely on it less next time. That marked the end of another case in my career as a defense attorney. Another life saved and another murderer brought to justice. But I still couldn't shake this feeling of uneasiness. Was it guilt for what would happen to the faculty staff? Or was it something else?
Something else, 100. Was this yours or mine?
No, I'm Valentina, you're Valerie.
I just can't believe it. It was really Theodore the entire time.
We can't talk about something else. Can we talk about something else? Thinking about that is really bumming me out.
I hope I'm not intruding. Oh, this
great.
you.
Oh wait, no. You might be right. I think Valentina is the shy one. Oh great. What do you want?
I've always tried to act with more compassion for my fellow aristocrats, but I suppose I'm still blind to the privilege I was born with. I'm truly sorry if my words during the trial were insensitive to your circumstances.
Ellipses.
I've been speaking with the students here. There's quite a bit of outrage about your firing.
Wait, really? Oh, okay, no, I was right.
The idea of a machine doing your job doesn't seem to sit well with the student body. While not everyone was as sympathetic as I had hoped, most everyone agrees that your leaving would be a tremendous loss. I've spoken with the head of the student council. I believe that we can convince the school board to keep you on staff. You can do that? Is that what you want, Valentina? I don't see the working conditions here improving without Redmond as a headmaster.
Well, we've been making a living somehow.
There's actually a merchant out in Weeaboss who takes an interest in people like you and your sister. He's recently purchased a condemned building in the city. He's looking to turn it into a restaurant. I remember how delicious your meals were when I was a student here. I'm certain he would hire you if I asked.
Really?
Would you be interested in that? It's a bit of a gamble, but your employment wouldn't be left to the whims of the nobility.
Of course.
Good. I'll contact him later today. You'll probably be hearing from him soon. She's not so bad for a noble.
I don't know if I buy it. You've heard about what her dad's doing, right? Haven't you?
Don't be so pessimistic. She seems nice.
I'm kind of with Valentina on this one. Something's always been up with the Stillwinds. Do you remember the scandal all those years ago? No, because we were like 10.
No, actually, what happened?
Right, you two were probably just kids when it all went down, but it was big news at the time. That girl's mum went on a rampage and massacred a village full of farmers, children included.
Oh, I thought it was the dad. Oh.
Okay. Lord. Lucio Stillwind's violent streak didn't start with these rebellions. I think they all had a bad marriage or something. He couldn't wait to get rid of her. After what she did, he personally prosecuted her and demanded a death sentence.
Oh, wow, okay.
Most likely caused by that weird serial killer who's been manipulating people's minds. Even carried out the execution himself.
He really is a monster, isn't he?
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'd trust anyone raised by a guy like that.
So do we think that she's manipulating him as well?
Hey.
To do Lucio? The
serial killer.
Eris.
Oh, Eris, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so...
She manipulated one person in this trial to kill.
I think what happened was the wife got manipulated, but Lucio is just taking out his troubles on the people now, whereas Eris is still fucking about with other people. Because, I mean, we've seen Lucio since then, and he seems cordial at best, right? He seems to be able to talk.
Yeah, he doesn't seem bad, yeah.
He doesn't seem like he's crazy, which is what all of the other people have said.
People are saying, yes.
So
I'm.
What are you, Daniel?
Can't remember.
An idiot sandwich.
I'm an idiot sandwich. I'm still. Oh, that was it. I still don't know why she isn't trying to kill us. That's the.
She is. She's a master manipulator. That's like her whole thing. She is
a master manipulator, but I feel like I don't know. Her powers. I assume we're gonna find out more about how her powers work later on, and there's probably a limit on why she can't take us out.
I think that she's got something very similar to us, in which it's a power that doesn't require spells, right?
Yes.
Because they haven't found any traces of like mind alteration magic. And just like the Eye of Horus, which she already is aware of ancient magic that doesn't require normal magic, like incantations and shit like that. That's just how she works, and she's been doing it to like get better at it. Or, I mean, because her name is Eris, which is the god of chaos. Yeah. And Ilmater, which is I mean, she's the goddess of balance and chaos, which is crazy. I don't know how they've just smushed her together like that.
Maybe the idea is that the world is naturally orderly, and so you have to have, if she's the god of chaos, then naturally she's kind of the god of balance because she's the one who brings it into existence.
I guess so, because like if you think of chaos, that does kind of even the playing fields for everything.
But I think most people argue that the world is naturally chaotic rather than lawful.
Yeah. Well, balance and lawful are two different things. So you could technically have balance and chaos, right? The ultimate equalizer is everybody just doing anything that they want all the time. Because then there's no hierarchy, there's no order. You just have everybody doing anything, which could be like killing someone, it could be loving whoever you want. There's no like rhyme or reason to it. Because when she was talking to the headmaster, she was like, well, if you just strip away all of the normal like society things, you're no different to her. There's nothing that's stopping you from just getting rid of her. That kind of thing. Like, it sounded like she was advocating for people to just do what they want. Which, I mean, one of the people that committed the crime was a wife who was angry at her jealousy of her husband cheating, right? Like, she felt like she was wronged by her cheating husband.
Yeah.
So that might just be her thing, is that she's like telling people to strip away society to just be equal.
Just be crazy.
Yeah. Oh no, she's the Joker, baby.
Society.
Society calls me gay.
Okay. Wouldn't be. Yeah.
See, they're always up to something with the Aristocats. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not getting my hopes up until I hear from this merchant from Oranax. But hey, if I do get that restaurant, we'll need someone to help us keep it clean. You interested, Jan? Cleaning one small restaurant instead of an entire school. I'm falling asleep just thinking about it. Okay, just make sure you still do your job, okay?
Stillwind's been keeping the old timer here for hours. What's he to ask at this point?
Turns out she doesn't trust his testimony. Something about his memory is not matching up with the crime scene.
I mean, he is pretty old.
Yeah, well, she found that damn symbol etched into his desk. What? What did she call it? The purple mark?
Oh, for the love of... not this again.
Look, if the little lady wants to chase the boogeyman, just let her. At least this time. She's doing it personally instead of dragging us into it.
Okay, so that might be what caused the mum to go crazy.
I mean... Yeah, like...
If she knows about the potential of it, then...
Yeah, because it would have literally been her mum killed by the idea. Like, also, the purple mark. Are we going for the King in Yellow style here?
Mm-hmm.
The yellow mark, the eldritch horror. Oh my god!
Oh shit! Can't sleep.
What the fuck? But you normally have to say the word, the special words, not just can't sleep. Hey, what's up with? Oh shit! Turns out I had more hit points. Wait. Wait a minute. I remember it now. But how?
That was close. My elation over meeting him almost made me forget.
Alice, what are you doing here? Why? Ellipses. Wait! It was you. You put those ideas into my mind. You're the one who told me to murder Bellwether.
Oh, you people never fail to amuse me. I didn't make you do anything. Everything you did that day, all the planning, all the preparation, that came from your own mind. And I have to say, I was quite entertained with the scheme you came up with. You even broke into Lady Frigg as well. I never thought you were capable of such things, young Theodore. It's such a shame, though. I wish I could have gone Wallace to play the villain instead of you. Could you imagine if he turned? Armies of the undead, running rampant in the streets. It would have been spectacular. But alas, even I couldn't corrupt him. He falters in any other situation, but when it comes to necromancy, his will is adamant.
Adamantine.
Adamantine.
Yeah,
it was.
It's just to say that he's got like an unbreakable...
Yeah. Sorry, I'm too used to RuneScape. RuneScape has adamant armor.
Well, funny enough, they come from the same root words.
It is the same thing. It's just I didn't read the adamantine bit.
See, some people think that adamant refers to diamond, but it actually just means to unbreakable. Answer me. Who are you? What are you?
Who am I?
I'm the Joker, baby.
I'm the ruler of the Sixth Circle, the Lord of Shadows.
Previously on The Walking Dead. Completed. Well, she's crazy. What? Frey Cuthbert. So the mother that we've never got to see.
Do we? Yeah, probably save it here, right?
Yeah.
We'll pick this up next time.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have to do her voice because I'm assuming Rose, Ruby's gonna be in it. So
save there. Oops.
Yeah, it would help if you actually saved it just in case. Yeah, I do what Robin did, which was save over one of the saves.
Look at that. New town.
Oh, Orionax Town Square. So we're in the town that's supposedly going to have the restaurant. Nice.
Oh no. Oh no.
What? It's going to be fun.
Well, they might get involved again.
Oh no. They're too much of a character to get rid of. They wanted to save the art budget. Right. So, thank you everybody for watching. What?
I was gonna say I'll be quite interested to see what the second. I haven't seen any screenshots or anything of the second game, so I wonder if they up the budget bit on some of the.
Depends on how it was funded.
Yeah, this one was Kickstarter, I think.
Yeah, I don't know about the second one. Maybe it was the profits from this one.
Yeah, I imagine so. Yeah, safe to say.
I'm hoping that they made a good mint off of this because it's a great game. So yeah, hopefully you've all enjoyed. If you'd like to watch more, join us next time. We'll see you all then. Goodbye.